You're freaking out from that picture?
No.
Chilling at Taco Bell. Oh, you little sucker.
You never
You did.
thought of that one.
You did get me. That was pretty good. Usually you mess it up. What are you doing, Pinocchio?
Oh my god.
Hey everybody, today is Sunday, August 27th. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good Sunday. For me, I'm getting ready for the Game of Thrones season finale on HBO tonight. Anybody else a Game of Thrones fan? I think the VMAs are on, the Video Music Awards, but it's Game of Thrones for me. That video we asked what this was, had a lot of cool responses. The Transformer Spark, but it is the Borg from Star Trek. I got this at at a premiere, one of the Star Trek movies. I got invited to a premiere. Got this. This was a giveaway. Some Star Trek, some Spock ears. So it is the Borg cube. So, but as you can see, I am a Star Wars fan. I like Star Trek, but definitely Star Wars over Star Trek. Whenever one of the new Star Wars movies comes out, I'm there opening day. So definitely Star Wars for me, but I still like Star Trek too. So kind of a neat coffee cup. Maybe I can get some more coffee cups. We'll do that again in a future video. So I got to say thanks to Richard, Rebecca, Chris, Triad, Matthew, Scott, and Sim. They all sent me emails about various things. Thank you. Some good conversation. Sim wanted to know why, when I read the Forrest Fenn email, was I not in the Fenn room? And I'm assuming he means this is the Fenn room because the map is there. Well, the reason I wasn't here when I read the email is because I had to read it off my computer, which is over there, the email, because I use my camera to record. I don't have a proper camera and I don't have a laptop yet. One of the reasons I put the PayPal link down below to see if anybody could help me out with that. But once I get a laptop, then I'll be able to do everything from here. Just like if you guys watched the Breakfast Tea and Bourbon interview I did with the winners of Pete Bissonnette's Breakfast Tea and Bourbon, they won $50,000. They found what was hidden in Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas. And that video that interview I would have liked to have done here, but I was over there. I did buy a webcam for that, but the webcam is USB connected. So maybe I should have got a wireless webcam, which I could have put here, but I didn't think about it at the time. So working on a laptop, working on a camera, and one thing I do need is a tripod. So that's why sometimes I'm over there as opposed to over here. It is going to be a short vlog today. I'm not going to get into the poem. Tomorrow we will get into the poem. Tomorrow's vlog will be about the poem. I think we've kind of covered where it is not. There's an interesting thought. You know, we have that the blaze is not a trail marker. Madison came up with that one, which was a good idea. Another one is, Forrest Fenn, we should have known that the treasure chest was not underwater, because Forrest Fenn said he would go there and throw his body over the chest, and if he wouldn't do that underwater, because his body would float away, right? This is the spot where he wanted to go and die when he had the cancer. So yeah, it's not underwater. Was he going to put a big rock over himself? No, he would have floated away. It is nice to hear confirmation from him that it's not underwater. Somebody asked me if I think it's in one of the comments, we know the treasure chest is in the Rocky Mountains somewhere on this map, but does that mean the clues have to be within the Rocky Mountains on this map? And technically, no. Where Warm Waters halt could be in Idaho or Utah. A lot of people have thought the Great Salt Lake or the Salt Sea in Utah, right? I've heard that theory. I'm going to email Forrest and ask him. I don't know if he'll answer it, but I will ask him. Are all the clues also contained in the highlighted area on the map? That would be a good thing to know, right? So I'll try and ask him. Will he email me back? Don't know. I don't want to. A couple people have sent me questions to ask him, but I don't want to bombard him with a lot of stuff, because then I don't think he will answer anything. So maybe once a week type thing, I might throw a question his way, and we'll see if he wants to answer. Some people have said, well, when they've emailed Forrest Fenn, they're not getting a response. And why do I think that is? If you send your solution to Forrest Fenn, he will not respond. This is what he said in interviews anyway. I don't think he wants to sway people one way or the other. And what I've heard him say is, if you send him an email that includes your name and that is short, he will read it, and maybe he'll respond, maybe he won't. But if you give him a long, convoluted email with pictures and Google Earth, and he's probably not even going to take the time to read it, and he's definitely not going to respond. So if you just want to say hi to him, just say hi. If you really want to see if he'll respond, email him something outside of the Thrill of the Chase. See if he emails you back. And the email address I use is forrestfenn@gmail.com. I think there's an Earthlink email address out there as well. But forrestfenn@gmail.com is what I use, and he has responded so far. So he said he likes the vlog, so that's good news. We are at 850 subscribers. And as you should know, I'm giving away a copy of The Thrill of the Chase, a brand new copy signed by Forrest Fenn, and I'm going to give that away when we hit 1,000 subscribers. The only thing I ask is that you are a subscriber and that you send me a postcard or a letter in the mail that has your the address where you would want that book shipped, and also where you're at in the chase, if you've been out to search, why you want a copy of The Thrill of the Chase. And I'm going to do a random drawing for all of the entries that I get in the mail. I was just looking at the stack right over here. And I'm thinking of doing that drawing on the anniversary. Vlog number 1 was done back in October of last year. And that's rapidly approaching, right? So if we can hit 1,000 subscribers by the anniversary date of these vlogs, I will do a live YouTube video on that day. And that's when we will pick the winner of the Thrill of the Chase book. And I will ship it to you. And I'll take care of the shipping, of course. So yeah, we'll see. We need 150 more subscribers for that to do that book giveaway. So I've given away 2 copies of Map of the Dead. I've given away a copy of Breakfast, Tea, and Bourbon. And now I'm going to be giving away a copy of The Thrill of the Chase. So I like treasure hunts. I think they're fun, you know. I just like using my mind trying to figure these things out. So that's The Thrill of the Chase book giveaway. 1,000 subscribers. So please share the videos and tell people about them. So somebody wanted to know how I came up with the name Cowlazars and why the picture that I use for YouTube and for some other things. Cowlazars, if you look, my YouTube channel was started way back in 2006, I believe it was, 2006 or 2007. Cowlazars is a combination of my last name and my ex-wife's maiden name. That's how Cowlazars started. But when anybody looks at that name, the first thing they say or think or see is Cowlazars, right? It looks like cow lasers. And I have looked up pictures of cows that have lasers shooting out of their eyes, and I thought, okay, cow lasers. But it's actually Cowlazars. I also play Dungeons & Dragons. We've got a group that gets together every now and then and plays 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, and I have a thief gnome, and his name is Cowlazars. So I thought it was a cool D&D name as well. Now, the UFO part that comes into it is being here in Las Vegas. Area 51 is not far away, right? And there's a big conspiracy theory that Area 51 contains UFOs, crashed UFOs, and we've tried to backward engineer them. And back in the late 80s, there was a reporter here called George Knapp. He's still a famous reporter here in Las Vegas, and he did an interview with a Area 51 employee who says that he saw the alien disc, and that his job was to help backward engineer that crashed disc. I love conspiracy theories, UFOs, paranormal, Bigfoot, ghosts, all that stuff. I was a big frequent listener from Coast to Coast AM. I used to work second shift for a number of years, so I'd get out of work and Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie would be on. Of course, Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell was the original, and that's what I used to listen to. And Art Bell's right out here in Pahrump, actually. So the whistleblower from Area 51, who's done some interviews over the years, his name is Bob Lazar. His last name is Lazar. And you can look up videos on YouTube for interviews he's done. Interesting guy. Is he telling the truth? Is he not telling the truth? I don't want to get into that. Maybe I should do some vlogs on UFOs. I could. I've got a lot of books and seen a lot of documentaries on the subject. But his last name is Lazar. So after I already had the name Cowlazars, I thought, Lazar. It sounds like that Bob Lazar guy. So that's where the UFOs come into play. And then the UFOs has a picture of the cow. So Cowlazars, Lazar for Bob Lazar. So I like UFOs. I like the subject matter. So Cowlazars, even if it's cow lasers, you could say this is a laser coming down to pick up a cow, right? So that's where the name came from, and that's why I use the picture that I do. So thanks for the email. Good question. Tomorrow's vlog, we're going to get into the poem and the clues that are in the poem. So please like the video, comment, subscribe, share it. I want to give a shout out to A Gypsy's Kiss, the vlog. Toby Eunice and Shelly Carney, they do vlogs on Forrest Fenn, one a week, called A Gypsy's Kiss, and you can find those on YouTube. He had mentioned my video or interview I did with the Breakfast Tea and Bourbon winners, Coy Lothrop. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Coy, you can let me know. Lothrop and family. They went out to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and they found that treasure. They got $50,000 from Pete Bissonnette. And they commented that the solution to Breakfast Tea and Bourbon was a lot simpler than people thought it was. A lot of people were overcomplicating it. Breakfast Tea and Bourbon had a lot of clues in it, a lot of references, and the majority of them were not used in the solution. And I think people do the same thing in Forrest Fenn for the poem. I think it is pretty straightforward. Forrest said people would be surprised. I think people will be surprised how straightforward the solution is once it's found. The other thing is Pete Bissonnette, the original idea was the treasure in Breakfast Tea and Bourbon was going to be $50,000 coins. These are the dollar coins. It's a U.S. tender, $1 coin. And Pete Bissonnette from Breakfast Tea and Bourbon had 50,000 of these. And these originally were going to be the treasure for Breakfast Tea and Bourbon. Whoever found what he hid would get $50,000 coins. But there's a lot of weight associated with these, right? So the winner, Coy, he decided to take $49,000 in a check, and he took 1,000 of the dollar coins. And you can watch that interview to see how he found that treasure in Hot Springs, Arkansas, Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas. But why I'm telling you the dollar coins is that Pete Bissonnette still has 49,000 of these things left over. And what he wants to do is see if anybody would like some. It's really a cool thing to have, I think. So he is selling the dollar coins. A roll contains 25. He's selling a roll for $25 face value, but you have to pay for the shipping and handling to get it to wherever you are. So if anybody's interested in getting 25 of these dollar coins for $25 plus shipping and handling, you can contact Pete Bissonnette. Anybody, just shoot me an email and I'll give you his contact info. And yeah, I'm thinking of getting one myself, maybe. It would be a pretty cool thing to have. Billy, thanks for the picture. I just got it while I was recording this. So Billy just sent me an email. He's in Alaska, and there's a signpost in Alaska, which is really cool. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, put in the comments down below Star Wars or Star Trek. Which one are you a fan of?